You need to give, when you're investing into an off-plan property, you need to Hi guys, this is Tahil Majid here with you. I'm a real estate consultant in Dubai, and continuing the topic which I've been discussing, which is the most common mistakes people make while investing in Dubai off-plan. Now, one of the very common mistakes which I've found is people have invested in off-plan properties without taking care of the cash flows. When you're investing into an off-plan property, guys, you need to be sure that when you're making a commitment with the developer, you are able to make the payments as per the payment plan. A lot of people try to missell, saying, oh, buy today, in 6 months or 10 months or in a year you'll sell it at a premium. Guys, that is not happening in this market. I'm not saying you should not invest in this market. This is the time to invest into the market, but you invest thinking of the long term. You need to give, when you're investing into an off-plan property, you need to see to it that you have the holding capacity till the property gets ready, and for a few years after that also you need to hold it, so that you rent it for some time and then you exit the property at a better value. And you need to, for that, make sure that you buy the property at the right price. So you need to make sure you plan your cash flow well. You plan your cash flow in a way that you can take the handover of the property comfortably. If you're falling short of that, you can take mortgage upon handover as well. Even if you're an overseas buyer, you can still take an mortgage on the 50% of the property amount. So make sure you've planned your cash flows well, you think long term. And I also want to add that you need to think long term also, because the markets today, not just in Dubai but globally, the markets are more long term, and any investment when you make from a long term perspective, that is where you actually win. Short term is really not, it might look very lucrative, but to be honest, it is not really. You might think, oh, I'll put a 10% deposit or 20% deposit and then flip the property. That is something which doesn't happen in today's time in Dubai. There was a time where people actually were flipping a lot of properties in Dubai, but that was way back in maybe 2006, 2007 and 2012, 13. But if you ask me today, it's not the time to flip properties. It's something where you need to think long term, and that's where the Dubai market has matured from what it was before. The rules, regulations, the RERA, the regulatory authority, the Dubai Land Department has put in steps and measures that people who are investing in the market today are long-term investors, which is a very healthy thing for the market going into the future as well. If you compare it to a few years back and today, the way the distress used to be before and today, there's a difference. So that makes the market much more mature. It shows that the market is much more mature, and going forward you need to think long term in this market to actually make money. So, and if you're a long-term investor, today is the time for you to actually invest in the Dubai real estate market, as the markets are at one of the lowest levels in the last few years.